do do do.
Drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom
Hello,
watched Christian
bird.
broadcasts on the television.
I am setting a few
And
things
they were
up,
both happy.
and we will get started.
Until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice
Do
from
do
above.
do 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 do.
Your son has become corrupted by
Alright.
sin. He needs to be saved. I will do my best to save him, my lord, Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room.
I was playing the whole friggin' Isaac intro. Isaac and his Isaac. Isaac and an Isaac. And we're off to a great start, commentary-wise. Hello, welcome, it's me, it's Planet Jane. It's, a Sunday? A Sunday, yeah, it's a Sunday. I have installed a mod, as you can tell by this man right here, who we're not going to play as quite yet. And, my life is in chaos. Press L to open the configure menu. Yeah, that's fine, you know. My banner is on. Thank you very much, Marone. Because I am... Oh god, she can't hear us. She has AirPods in. Oh god, oh fuck. Like, I am in a state of mind where I would have streamed for about 4,000 years before I thought to check to make sure that was actually off. By the way, as you might have been able to tell from my -10 streak, my Isaac play has not been in top form lately. So, if you are expecting top-level Isaac gameplay on the likes of the greats, the legends, BizSnap, fucking Hammer, what the hell's that guy's name? Hammer Bro or something? Northern Lion, you will not be getting that today. You will be getting mediocre Isaac gameplay, and perhaps I will be carried by my items, or in like a spiritual sense, by my near nirvana state, which is what I would describe as the thing that I'm in right now. Give me a good thing. Yes, a spirit heart is a good thing. Do you know that Judas is described as the mage character in Isaac because of his low health and high damage? And I do gravitate towards him, much as I gravitate towards mages and RPGs and such. Pardon me for a second, folks. Yeah. Blech. Hydration is a concern we must address. So I drank water. Judas is the Tyler Durden of Isaac. I can't tell if that's the stupidest or smartest thing anyone's ever said in my chat. I'm gonna go for the latter. As this is reminding me, there's a fucking telephone pole downtown, and someone on it wrote Fight Club is a bad movie, and then somebody else wrote the word good and crossed out bad, so then it said Fight Club was a good movie. And then somebody scribbled out both of them, and now it just says Fight Club is a movie, which is an undeniable fact. It's great. I love it. It's like, fuck, it sure is. The insane pendant has appeared in the basement. Alright. Yeah, I forgot. Did I mention that I installed a big mod pack? I did. I installed a mod pack. So if we unlock any curious items that you've never heard of in this game before, that's why. Why did I come back here? What am I doing? Where am I? What day is it? Are you my mummy? Is Judas an alt personality of Isaac? All the characters are alt personalities of Isaac. Except for the Forgotten, who is Isaac after he suffocates to death inside of a treasure chest. And his soul is bound to his bones instead of going to heaven or hell. And he is permanently stuck in the material world as punishment for his sin? I don't know. It's a strange game. Marone, that's Bird. That's not Cammy. Cammy doesn't come to my streams, generally. No, Isaac, the story of Isaac is Isaac locks himself in a treasure chest and dies. I'm not kidding. It's like one of those things where like the whole thing is happening inside a character's head. I hate that room, and I've hated it since the game came out. Can you briefly kick Altruazine? Please don't. Many people say bench, but that's a fair assumption, I suppose. But, like, the only actual thing that happens in Isaac is that Isaac dies. The rest is, like, a fucking dying fever dream. Which is kind of a weird thing to put on the back of this, like, Smash TV clone with a gross aesthetic, but Edmund McMillen is nothing if not an innovator. That room is like one of my least favorite things in this game. The plot's not really relevant. I mean, that depends on how you feel about it. It doesn't matter. Like, you can ignore it if that's what you're asking. No, the plot to Arkanoid is actually much dumber than that. It's that you're a spaceship that is stuck inside a larger spaceship. Explosivo is, like, not a very good item, I don't think. I want to get to the gambling room, but I don't want to lose all of my hearts. Do you see my dilemma? You don't like Explosivo? I think it's just like, you know, objectivity is a myth, but I think it's just like near objectively not a very good item. Well, that was a waste of time. And money and hearts and really like every resource that this game offers, that was a waste of. So good job, me. I can bomb this chest now though, so that's something. Nah, you literally cannot bomb the spike box. I mean, like, you can, but it doesn't do anything. No, I don't think it is good. Like, the thing with Explosivo is that if the shots stick and they don't get a chance to explode before you kill the enemy, that's DPS, like, lost. The only time Explosivo is good, I think, is if you have a very high fire rate but very low damage. Free explosions on bosses? I guess so. I suppose it depends on how much you value that, then. Holy shit, we're talking about the game. Truly, this is Magic Planet Live 2019 moment. Y'all, I have developed a physical affliction from the fact that I played Pokemon too much last night. Because I was playing it on my Switch in the mobile format of the console. And the thing about that is the Switch. It's not heavy, but it's heavier than like a Game Boy, you know. And I was playing it on my bed, so I was like holding it above me, kind of, and like my arm hurts now. Is kind of where I'm going with this. Good God, I really am a boomer. Okay, I'm just coping with the realization that my body is rapidly failing me. Do a push-up. No. Which bosses don't have invincibility frames or leaps? Really makes me think. Also, a lot of people don't know that the pointer finger item is a reference to another Edmund McMillen game. And the reason they don't know that is because it's an Edmund McMillen game that came out after Rebirth originally came out. That game is called Fingered, and it is a parody of Ace Attorney. I do not know if it's any good. I have never played it. I think it's the only post-Meat Boy Edmund McMillen game that I have not played. But it's on Steam for like $10 if you're interested. Alright, let's pop the Book of Belial. We got an Angel Room. I will take this in the hopes of an HP upgrade. We got an HP downgrade! Alright, fuck off. Jesus, Jumping Geronimo. What do we take here? I don't know what this is. I'm gonna take this in the hopes that it's good. Please be good. The Book of Virtues Reusable Holy. It gives you the Holy Mantle effect. That is actually reasonably useful in our current situation, but I wish I had known what it did before I used it. You don't know if you are. I mean, it is like a lawyering game, so like I don't blame you. At least I think that's what it is. I've never played it, so like I only know what it is based on descriptions from other people. But it is definitely called Fingered. That much is indisputable. It is also inexplicable and inexcusable, but those were not the words I was looking for. Man, I really should have just taken the Trinity Shield, huh? I think the Holy Book might actually be from the base game, and I just never get it, because I don't get Angel Rooms very often. The experimental treatment item is not good very often. Like, I don't usually take it, but I was hoping we would get an HP upgrade. And we did not. We got what you're usually hoping to get from experimental treatment, which is like an HP down, but in exchange for, you know, some increased offensive firepower. As it is, we are a very glassy glass cannon, which is a situation to be in. Is it a good situation or a bad situation? That depends on how often I get hit in the next couple of rooms. Also, I don't know when I should pop this. I guess just when... Okay, yeah, like right here. I was gonna say whenever I feel threatened, and then I immediately felt threatened. Like a chameleon without a tree. We're also very low on resources. Like... What's this pill do? Health up? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, okay. That's why some of the Isaac pros just, like, don't take pills in this game, basically ever. You know. It's the rotten tooth, or the dead tooth, halitosis. Gives you an aura while you're... like a poison aura while you're firing. We should Holy Mantle up here, yeah. I wonder if you have the regular Holy Mantle and you lose it, and you pop the book, do you get a second one, or does it just not work? It was like a niche item interaction question for you. I don't take pills, I just sip industrial waste. I mean, that's a valid strategy probably in this game. Oh man. Okay. I never play this guy, but like... Come on, bro. Give me something good. Okay. I'm just nervous, is really the thing. If I could get some hearts, or something to parlay into hearts, that would be great. Do I have a very low luck stat? My luck stat's at 1. I feel like I shouldn't be, like, getting rolls this low. Okay, well those are some red hearts, you smart-ass son of a bitch. I can't use those right now, and I think you knew that, and I think that you chose to interpret my request via the spirit, via the literal meaning of my words instead of the spirit of the question, in which I was quite clearly asking for hearts that I could use. But I suppose that for some people, being smug is more important than being genuinely helpful. So, fuck you. Someone's gonna come in the middle of this rant and wonder who the fuck I'm talking to, and I'm gonna have to explain that I'm talking to the Three Skull Monty in the game. Don't be ridiculous. Only the original was coded in Flash. God damn it! Alright, well, you know what? Let's try out the character the mod added. It's Adam. I believe the way that this works. Yeah. So Adam starts with an item called the apple, which lets him toggle between having a low rate of fire and higher damage, and a slightly lower damage stat and a higher rate of fire. This is an interesting item, and I don't know how to use it effectively. Also, only 2 hearts to start with. Yeah, I'm a fool in real life, is the unfortunate fact of the matter. I also just realized that these both actually buff you, so if you put it down, you're losing both the ability to get the other stat bonus and the one that you currently have. So there is a strong incentive to stick with the apple, I feel like, until you get a really solid replacement spacebar item. You know, something like the Book of Belial, or perhaps, like, I don't know. Help me out here, folks. What's a good spacebar item? Ugh! The yawn! The D6. That's a good one, you're correct. Really, many of the dice are pretty solid. I just shy away from them because I'm a coward who doesn't know the real meaning of American values. Hell yeah, split heart. They do kind of look like police sirens, though. That's something I think about a lot. You know, I'm finding the toggle on the apple to be surprisingly intuitive, actually. I'm not gonna take this pill right now, because if it's a health down, we're gonna be in a bad way. What's the opposite of spiciness? Like mildness. Oh, are you trying to tell me to play as the Forgotten? I find the Forgotten to be a challenging character because of the whole, like, spirit toggle thing. Mintiness. Yeah, Did you know that mintiness and spiciness are caused by different parts of the tongue? So there is the hypothetical possibility that you could eat something that's both minty and spicy and experience the worst flavor known to man. I don't even know if spice and mint like are flavors per se. They're more like tongue feels. I'm just gonna let that one hang in the air for a minute while I think about what I want to do here. I'm gonna shoot all these fires. Is minty just cold spicy? I mean, it's demonstrably not, right? Look, some things are tongue feels and not flavors. I maintain this. Like, and I'm thinking about this because I have a soda right here. Like the fizziness of carbonation. That's not a flavor. It's a tongue feel. It's a texture. That's what it's called. Well, no, spiciness and mintiness aren't really textures either. They're like in between. It's very peculiar. And I mean, a flavor tax? That's what Guy Fieri pays every time he goes to a restaurant. They don't make him pay regular sales tax, but he has to pay a flavor tax that, by coincidence, simply happens to be the exact amount he would have paid in regular tax that goes to the same person or persons. Look. Your fave is not problematic, Guy Fieri. And he'll get all up in your kitchen. Money's Guy Fieri. Use my ball to murder everything? Too much mint can upset your stomach? That's probably true. No, I know what you meant, Bird. It's just like, that's more of a... I mean, I might do that, actually. It depends on how impatient I become with my damage output. The poison is in the dosage. This is true. Do you know that apple seeds have arsenic in them? I think that's very interesting and sexy of them. I decided to add the word sexy in there for a little bit of comedy, but I didn't really phrase it in a comedic way, so it kind of just landed with the thud of an overpass collapsing onto a truck driving beneath it. Alright, walk right into the fire. Hello, my name is Jim L. Fire. Welcome to the fire. Fire fast, even. We have one bomb. What will we do with it? It's a mystery. Tune in next time to find out. By next time, I mean this time, because what I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna blow up this tinted rock and hopefully get some spirit hearts. And maybe small rock? That would be nice. Firefest fucking existed? Jane with a bomb. What will she blow up? This is what you should ask yourself when the revolution comes. Wow, it's holy water. Good news, everybody. We have holy water. There is no longer any need to fear. It's a one run. We have holy water. The best item in the game. Some might say the only good item in the game. Brimstone? Sacred Heart? Step aside. We've got holy water. I feel like this plays like a little sound effect when you convert. There's two sound effects, actually. How neat. Also, hey, my DualShock was starting to fall apart. It's okay. I got it. I snapped the two halves back together, but that's peculiar. You might ask why I'm using a DualShock to play a game that many people think plays best on keyboard, and the answer is I am not most people. I am Jane Michelle Victoria Almond, and I walk my own path. Now you might hear that and say that isn't your middle name Yakumo, and the answer is I don't know yet, because I have not decided. Once I get the paperwork filled out, I will get back to you. And you might ask where I will get back to you at, and the answer is, of course, your place of business. Which is, as always, these nuts. Little horn's not too hard. But this ball is throwing me for a loop. Kitty Boss, as he's called by some. Fuck, Kitty Boss sounds like a spin-off of Cake Boss, and now I want that to exist. I don't know what it would entail. I would need to get God, what's that really insulting term that, like, Hollywood bigwigs have for script writers? Like, script monkeys or something? I'd have to get the script monkeys to take a look at that one. Hey, that's Mom's knife. Carefully. I even said carefully. Alright, well that one's going in the Twitch highlights reel, I suppose. I'll be back in a second. I'm not even gonna run ads. I just need to get up for like 60 seconds and stretch my legs. Hello, Gogo. It's all right. I've arisen from the ashes, like the legend of the penis. Okay. No, I'm going to win with Adam. I've decided this. I need... Why? That was weird. I need only to actualize the reality in my mind. I'm not gonna play as the Forgotten, not right now. I need to become the monster? Like Mabim Bam. It's a one run. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my apple core. Can you feel it in yours? Friends, Romans, countrymen, TERFs, weebs, other uptight, unfun people. Sorry, the post is TERFs, weeb haters, and other uptight, unfun people. You guys seen that post? It's like maybe my favorite thing I've seen recently on Tumblr. Guys just like TERFs, weeb haters, and other uptight, unfun people will never know the joy of reblogging anime girls. And I'm like, fuck, buddy. When you're right, you're right. Truly, they are uptight, unfun people. The paralysis pill does not help us at the moment. And in fact, due to its nature, it simply does not help us. You are also not on Tumblr. I mean, that would be a reason that you haven't seen it. Is one thing. But there are other reasons that you might not have seen it. For instance, if you did not follow a blog that reblogged the post, you would not see it for that reason. The Pupula Duplex Wide Shot. This is like one of the least useful items in the game, in my opinion, but at least it makes you shoot like cool banana-shaped deers. Is Metroid? Hey Haru, were you here like a minute ago when I walked into Spikes after getting a game-winning item and immediately died? I just need to make sure that everybody saw that. It is the just punishment for doing that. You weren't paying attention. Well, I'm afraid that now I must sue you for something. I was gonna say emotional damages, but that's kind of almost the opposite of what I'd be suing you for. Like, can you sue somebody if they don't bring you to harm enough? That seems not like a thing that can happen. But the world of law is strange and wide, so perhaps, in fact, you can. Yo, why does Adam have such big eyebrows? I just realized this now. Or not even eyebrows, just like a forehead ridge. Like, Haru is a cute name. I believe it is a Japanese girl's name, but in the case of our good friend Haruspix, it is simply shorter than saying Haruspix. He is, of course, known by many other names, such as Tom. That's a lie, but like I could have listed other nicknames that he has actually gone by, but that's like not as funny. Haru is a unisex in Japanese. I mean, that's entirely possible. I only thought it was a girl's name because I think all of the anime characters I know with that name are girls, which is admittedly like a bad metric to go by. Hey, it's Magic Fingers. This item is bad. I don't know why it's called that either when it's clearly like some sort of toaster. It's one of the items in this game I understand the design of the least for certain. Toaster Fingers? Wasn't there a male Haru in that one Go anime? I know nothing about Go, real or fictional, so I do not know. That was Hikaru? I see. Okay, can I get a secret room? Not there. What if I go down here? Yes. Is it good? No. I don't get... Oh, hello, Trevney. Listen. I am a dead person in reality and fact, so I did not realize that you had called. But don't worry, I'm calling you now. Like London. Do 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 do. Calling them out. Call out post for Shreddy Fashtar. Are they not picking up, or is Discord not making any sound? Let's find out. Shreddy? Shreddy!
Woo!
Hi.
Woo! Spring break.
Fire of the Mind is Shredney.
Yes.
Which, by the way, remind me to mod you on my channel at some point. I forgot to do that, apparently.
Okay.
Also, hi. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the Midnight Circus. Except it's 4 p.m. somehow. God, fuck, it's only 4 p.m.
I mean, over here it's 5, and I only woke up half an hour ago.
We are on opposite sleep schedules. I have been awake since 3 a.m.
I woke up at 3 a.m. and then I went back to sleep at like 8. Also, my dog is following me around because I'm downstairs because I was going to reheat some hot chocolate I made.
Hot chocolate. That's what Wawa has for you. Hot chocolate. Close your mouth when you chew. Hot chocolate. Nobody on Earth remembers the ad campaign I am referencing, so I should probably stop.
I mean, I know what Wawa is, but the fact is that there was at some point... I think it's just, like, at some point I just stopped having TV.
No, it was actually a radio spot.
Okay, I don't listen to commercial radio.
Well, it wasn't recent. This was many years ago when the world was young.
No, I mean, I never have listened to commercial radio.
And I, Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness.
Okay, there are exceptions, but anyway, never mind.
Unleashed an unspeakable evil. No, but, it's like... There was, like, they had, like, a shitty rap that they used to promote their turkey
hot
sandwich.
Chocolate?
No, I replaced a word in the song, but it was like rapping about like a middle-aged white man rapping about hot turkey sandwiches. It was an ad campaign, is how I would put it.
That is memeable, but
it was like a fucking 10-year-old radio spot, and I think it might have been regional. So there is
that makes total sense.
A totally possible chance that I am like the only person alive who remembers this fucking radio spot. Are you making something in the microwave on screen?
Yes, and unfortunately my microwave has problems, so I'm gonna have to contact.
Beep.
It's like
you guys
could you turn on screen share so I'm not like staring into the void?
I forgot. Beep.
That's
beep,
totally
beep.
valid. You sound tired.
You have no fucking idea. I was gonna say brother. I don't know. I don't know what the gender neutral term of calling somebody brother in like a hippie sense is.
Just be like, I don't even know. I don't even know.
Like, my sleep schedule the past several days has been unfathomably fucked. Like, I won't go into details, but we've been doing stuff around the house, because
Ooh.
Apartment, like, ownership is on our ass about things, and life is a nightmare. I've also been playing, like, way too much Pokemon Shields, which is my own fault, but also I need more Children.
I mean, they are very good. They're good children. Pat, pat, pat.
Yeah. I got a Poltegeist earlier today, which is the one that is a ghost in a teapot, which is maybe one of the best concepts for a Pokemon design in recent memory. God, everything coming out of your speaker is so loud.
I'm really sorry.
Like, you're at a normal volume, but everything else, I don't know, you got like some kind of weird filter on your microphone.
I have no idea, honestly. I was just trying to get the dog back in. The problem is she barks at everything. Everything.
You know how dogs is and all that.
Yeah, dogs be like, woof.
I actually just remembered, speaking of dogs, that I sent my mom a Thanksgiving email like several days ago, and I've not checked my inbox since.
Oh.
So that's good and smart of me.
Yeah.
Also, Haru was in the chat. You should say hello.
Hello, Horospecs. I noticed you mentioned Tyrannian.
What's Tyrannian?
Tyrannian was a language family that no longer exists.
Oh, like the Stevensons.
Pardon?
Like the Stevensons.
Explain.
Like the Stevensons. I hope everybody is enjoying the ambient noise record on the other end of the call.
Okay, just wait 1 second though. Oh yeah, shit! I just realized I turned off noise. No, actually, noise suppression is on.
It's fine.
Wait,
Freddy.
automatic
It's
gain
mostly
control,
just funny.
Okay.
Yeah,
but,
Stevenson is a language group native to what is now northern Ukraine.
What? Really?
No.
I was very confused. But the fact is that, like, there are a lot of, like, small language groups in places in the U.S. that were named after, colonies that were there that have nothing to do with what the languages were named. And that's also true of places like Papua New Guinea.
You know where else that's true of?
What? Where?
The far-off land of these nuts.
God damn it, Jay.
I deserved that.
Oh, dear Lord. You actually sounded like the Wicked Witch of the Somewhere with that laugh.
The Midwest.
Of the Midwest.
That's what she said. It is indeed. What is that noise? Chicago is too specific, though, I feel like. It's always, like, Wicked Witch of Direction.
Yeah, it was because there were, in the Oz books, in the lore, there were 4 of them originally. And they occupied the 4 cardinal directions.
You guys ever seen Zardoz? And there's that part where he, like, throws the book and he notices that it says Wizard of Oz on it and is like,
Yeah, he starts reading it and realizes what it's about. Yeah,
that movie is fucking stupid.
I mean, it's stupid, but it's great.
It's a good movie, but it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's like, and
I watched it on
remember-
TV when I was like
I
15.
I remember an early episode of Browse Held High, which is, Kyle Colgren's show where he would analyze art movies and things, where he was talking about Zardoz, and he was like, basically admitted, I'm not sure what it's even trying to say, because it could be trying to say like 10 different things, but it's just not coherent.
It's trying to say that the gun is good, the penis is evil.
Or the opposite? Like,
I mean, it's right there. The giant stone head says it at the start of the movie. I think the weirdest thing about Zardoz is that Sean Connery is in the lead role.
And Sean Connery is the Ubermensch.
Which is just a terrifying thought.
Actually, it's not the most terrifying thought. There are worse peak performance of humanity, being Sean Connery. It's like, that's valid.
I mean, his name is fucking Sean.
Okay, that's true, but names are not necessarily optimized.
It's about gun control? I don't, maybe.
There are a lot of things it could be about.
Are we sure it's not about, like, penis control?
Dick control.
Hello.
Dick control.
Hello,
Dick control
my
sounds...
name is Dick Control. I will be your German professor for this semester.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Dick Control sounds like, like a terrible pseudonym in a really bad novel.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I feel uncomfortable. Me neither. Also, one moment please. I need to turn this fucking heater off. It is allegedly only 55 in here. It feels like it's like 70 something. Hold on. Make my way to the other end of the room and turn the heater off. Lord. I'm back. Who's doing this again? Shredney.
Sorry, I was just doing platinum
Shredney.
disco over here.
Shredney. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
And all that.
That's Renai Circulation.
That is Renai Circulation.
That is a different meme.
Did you know the first time I heard Renai Circulation was in a weird mashup video between that and the fucking Krabby Patty song from SpongeBob?
Yes! I know what you're talking about, too.
Sounds like a lot of hoopla.
I honestly like the version, Moso Delusion. Moso Express rather, which is the second Nautico song.
Yeah.
Like,
you know
that
what
one
I'm gonna
is
do, Shredney?
so good.
Shredney, do you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna go all in.
You're gonna go in?
Yes.
You're gonna go all in?
The maw of the void consume thy enemy.
Okay, I need to let the dog in. I'll be back in a sec.
Who let the dogs in? You.
Oh no.
See, it's funny, because, like, I know who let the dog in. It was...
Get out, Woofer. Come here. Girl.
Why? They don't even sound farther away. They just sound like they're talking through an old-timey radio suddenly.
Jeez.
Good
Jeez
God, this
Louise.
is anti-content.
Okay, I'm going to take this to my room so that, there is less disruption.
This is the best content? Alright, well, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
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 An intimate look at Shredney. The noxious Fang has appeared in the basement. Alright, cool.
Wouldn't it be nice to get on with my neighbors?
What the fuck was that?
That was the beginning of the Small Faces lazy Sunday afternoon. I've got no mind to worry. Close my eyes and drift away.
Oh?
It's from their. It's the last song, I think, on Ogden's Nutgone Flake, which is a concept album about a small English town, and it's very satirical.
You know what else is very satirical?
What?
The Binding of Isaac.
I did what a horrible night to have a curse.
That is the rarely seen activation text for the Whore of Babylon item. I forgot that was a thing. Because usually when you have Whore of Babylon, it's already either already on or you never get a chance to actually activate it.
Huh.
I mean, I don't see it that often. Because it only actually shows the text if you get hit down to half a heart. But the item also activates if you have other hearts that are not red hearts, but no red hearts. So, God, my brain is not capable of explaining Isaac mechanics right now. Listen. It's a good item, okay? Shredney?
Yes.
What is your least favorite category of animal?
Least favorite category of animal? Oh, it's got to be tapeworms.
They're pretty nasty.
They're bad.
Hey Shredney.
Yeah.
If they're really tapeworms, why don't we use them to fix our houses?
Really parasitic worms in general are just not good.
Why was the annelid sticky? It was a tapeworm.
Okay, that's actually pretty clever, but still.
It's only clever if you know what an annelid is, and I don't think most people do.
I mean, most people don't, but at the same time, it's targeted directly at people like me.
Look at duckophobia, the fear that somewhere, somehow, a duck is watching you.
I can't remember where that's from.
That's
but
a Far Side comic. Do you know that
Oh,
Far
it
Side
is,
coming
yeah.
back soon?
Yeah, I mean, but I was gonna say, but I do remember that, and I have loved it ever since I first saw it.
It's actually not, I slightly misquoted the comic, because he uses the scientific word for a duck, and I don't remember what that is. It's not mallard. You'd think it would be that, but it's not.
No, it's, oh god, oh crap, I can't remember what the Latin word for duck is.
Hey Haru, what's the Latin word for duck? Yes, I am assuming you just know it off the top of your head. Apologize if that's not correct.
I do love the little sad-looking turrets that shoot red balls of blood at you?
They are small boys.
I like them.
But yeah, I think that's right. It's like anatidaephobia is what the comic uses, I think.
Yeah, and or something like that. Yeah, like I'm remembering it, kind of remembering it now.
Haru is a brain genius, but in like a literal sense.
Hmm.
You ever think about that, Shredney?
Yeah, Haru Specs is genuinely one of the smarter people I've met, and occasionally it's intimidating.
But like, I mean, like,
that's also true.
Neuroscientist.
Yeah, like literally.
Yeah. I make a big funny. Why am I bombing these? I can't get anything on these pedestals. I'm a fool. Hey, it's Mini Monstro.
In love with exploding things.
Lil Monstro.
So it's like
ain't he cute?
it's like
oh god, oh
you know.
Oh god, oh fuck. Shredney, what do you think of Mini Monstro?
The little levitating boyo?
Yeah.
Who's up there with your cat head friend?
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Are you a grape?
People don't ask me that enough, but they also ask me that too often.
They did surgery on a grape?
For science.
The funny thing is that... What the hell is this? The tonsil. Sick. I don't think this is a good trinket. I forgot what it looked like before I picked it up.
The term for the actual term for petrified poop is coprolite.
Yeah. Why'd you bring that up?
Because you grabbed petrified poop.
No, that was a tonsil.
No, you dropped the tonsil and then grabbed petrified poop.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was like, oh, it's a coprolite. Possibly.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I can imagine that they actually would, because it's like simultaneously kind of like
cool,
I am but not, vaguely humorous.
I have like a very mild germophobia with things like that, and I would
coprolite is literally millions of years old.
I know it's sterile because it's like literally older than recorded history, but I would still be like,
a little iffy on
I don't want this.
That's fair enough. I'm saying for somebody who there's a particular kind of person who you would get that sort of thing for.
Almost any other kind of fossil, I would be extremely psyched to receive.
Oh, like an ammonite? That'd be awesome.
I would like an ammonite.
Or a trilobite. A trilobite, yes. Yes.
I am a trilobite.
I would. You know what I really want?
Know that.
You know what I really want? A fossil of an Ophibinia.
What the fuck did you just call me? What the fuck did you just call me? See, the joke is that it sounds like an insult if you don't know what the word means. It's very sophisticated humor, Shredney.
Very sophisticated indeed. Yeah, did you know that Eloise's mom, when she was much younger, made her a stuffed Amalakaris?
That's cute.
It is very cute.
I want that now.
Yeah, same. I want an Amalakaris plushie. I want that in my life.
I only have one stuffed animal, and Cece has 3, and I feel like there's an imbalance of power. I have Beandog, and she has a bunny, a Pikachu, and a Litwick.
Oh, that's I did not think of there being stuffed Litwicks, but I kind of
There,
want one now.
there are plushies of almost every, even like
Oh.
mildly popular Pokemon. I think.
I need a stuffed Sylveon as my Horcrux.
Oh, you could definitely get Sylveon, like the Evolutions, no doubt.
Oh, no doubt, yeah. But I'm just saying, then it can hold
Staring
my
at
soul
you
for me,
from across the room.
like I'm Kashe the Deathless.
Yeah, I Pikachu. This is what Marone has chosen to type in my chat. This fine evening.
Trilobites are indeed babby friends. And they're also... Oh, crap. I can't remember... I know that horseshoe crabs are attested to, like, about that far back, and they're arachnids,
I
actually.
don't think they're actually super closely related to,
Yeah, but I don't think they're closely related to trilobites. But they
They're
are
just,
contemporaries
yeah.
with them. But horseshoe crabs are really cool, too.
A huge collection of Neopets plushies. That's so good.
Let me think of... My sister has an absurd number of stuffed animals, and some of them I deeply envy, like her griffin puppet, which is, like, the size of a dog.
Yeah. Also, Haru's correct. Horseshoe crabs are not arachnids. They are arthropods, but they're not arachnids.
I thought that they were, like, at least most closely related to arachnids.
That might be true, I'm not sure. Alright, the empty vessel and Brother Bobby. Let's go.
Also, they have blue blood, which is used in scientific research, and they extract it, but I think that it doesn't actually really hurt them. Like, they put them back.
Brother Bobbert.
But it's
Also,
really
yeah,
weird
Marone has many plushies too. It is the founder of esteemed r/hip hop heads spin-off subreddit r/plushyheads.
That is good.
Which I think he and I were the only members of.
That's pretty good.
But, you know, some quality communities are small.
I mean, yes. True point.
Oh god. What
But,
the
like, I have a
flippin'-
couple of stuffed animals, some of which are, unfortunately, in storage at the moment. But the one that is around with me right now is the IKEA shark I got, and he is Therapy Shark.
IKEA shark
And I am very fond of him,
I'm sorry.
and I do not snuggle him enough.
I
He is good.
I have
Rowlet plush, good.
I have Beandog. When I was little, I had a couple different stuffed animals, and I actually saw a picture of one. Like one that was the same kind. Obviously, it wasn't the exact same one. But, the Beanie Baby that was a, like a rainbow chameleon. I had one of those.
Oh, yeah, we have those.
I had a bright...
Or wait, not a chameleon. We have a rainbow salamander beanie baby somewhere.
No, mine was definitely a chameleon. So
Yeah, it's different.
They
It's
must
different thing.
have different ones. But I also had a bright yellow bear named Edwin the Bear, who
Good.
to give you an idea of how young I was when I had this thing, I chewed on its arm so much that it eventually fell off.
That happens.
And my mom had to, like, sew him back together, but she couldn't put the arm back on. So I had a one-armed bear plushie for many years. In fact, I don't have him anymore, but, he is still around. He is back in Pennsylvania. I believe my youngest brother occasionally takes him out and plays with him.
Oh.
How long did it take me to chew off the other arm? No, my mom lectured me on how I should take better care of my things, and I did not eat the other arm.
What I just thought of was, oh dear. like, my brain
You get chutney?
is just... Oh, well, I am snuggling the shark right now.
Kia shark doo 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 doo. Kia shark doo 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 doo.
But I was... Oh, what was I thinking? Oh, yeah. My
Character
mom,
development.
many eons ago, got a life-size, sort of stuffed, figure of, Sandy the dog from the Little Orphan Annie comic.
Huh.
And the thing is that she's pretty sure it's actually from, like, 1920 and has survived to this day.
I also had a Raggedy Ann, although it was not one of the old ones. It was like from the 80s or 90s. They at one point relaunched the line, and I had one of those. But
Yeah.
still, it was a very old style of toy to get like a 10-year-old.
Yeah, like, I had...
I also had a stuffed Statue of Liberty, which was just weird in hindsight.
My, primary teddy bear when I was very, very little, and he's still around, was like a very old-fashioned German-style soft bear. And, his fur became compressed in such a way that it looks like wool covering his entire body now. Like, very short wool.
A soft friend.
Yes, a very soft friend. He is T-Bear. He is very good.
T-posing bear.
I mean, you probably could get him to T-pose,
Yeah.
but not stay in that
What
position
the
because he's very
fuck are
floppy.
these? What are you?
A horrible mass of haunting monstrosities. I mean, yeah, that's probably what they're called, given that there's a... I don't know. They do seem like a vaguely Lovecraftian horde.
Help. Nobody told me this mod added new enemies.
That is the word that, you know, should be on your lips in these situations. Help.
I need somebody help. Not just anybody help. I need former U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower.
That's an interesting necessity.
Look.
I mean, you could do worse.
Don't worry about it, okay?
Just like you specifically need you some Dwight.
He knows what he did.
I mean,
if
I
you
just
could
assume
fist fight one dead U.S. president, who would you pick?
one dead U.S. president and fist fight them.
Yes.
Ooh, Andrew Johnson, just so that I could say that I fucking slammed my fist into Andrew Johnson's face.
I was also gonna pick Andrew Johnson, and here's my reasoning. There's many... Don't fight Taft! He was one of the okay presidents. Like... You couldn't
win against Taft, because the thing was, he was like 6'6", weighed 300 pounds.
The dude
and
was
he wasn't
huge.
just fat. He wasn't just fat, he did have muscle. He was just fucking huge. He was just very quiet and reserved and, you know, didn't get into fisticuffs. Because he didn't need to. Because he could fucking knock you over.
It's like punching a Snorlax. You can't, it's not a viable strategy.
But okay, Andrew Johnson, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The thing, like, the thing is, you are not guaranteed to win in this scenario. The reason I would also go with Andrew Johnson is that he seems like a nerd.
Yeah, whereas like with Andrew Jackson,
he's a horrible racist.
And whereas with Andrew Jackson, who is a horrible racist, he also probably knows how to fist fight.
I mean, he was in the army, so I'd expect.
Yeah, he was in the army, and he was like this wiry motherfucker, and he could could beat your ass. That's unfortunate.
See, like I would go with Reagan, but Reagan was an actor. I feel like he's probably got decent physical prowess. So I don't know if I could beat Ronald Reagan. I would like to. It's a matter of pragmatism.
Yeah, but whereas like Reagan was awful for many, many reasons. Like the thing with Johnson was he wasn't just awful. It's possible he was complicit in the assassination of his predecessor. Like he was a fucking evil son of a bitch.
Yeah, Andrew Johnson is the reason that Reconstruction failed. Andrew Jackson, I would argue, is like up there with Hitler as far as horrible historical figures.
Yeah, Jackson is pretty fucking awful.
Just like a deeply malicious and awful genocidal person.
Yeah, like Jackson and Johnson are two of the worst presidents.
Why does Jackson and Johnson sound like a folk duo?
You've got a point.
What's up with that? You could take Nixon. Nixon did suck, and I probably could take him. That would be another good option.
Nixon actually, there are records that have come out that suggest that he intentionally sabotaged peace talks in Vietnam to make the war go on longer, so he would win.
I mean, that sounds like something he would do. I've only got 2 lives left, and I am concerned.
But by the same token, like, even Nixon, like, I mean, he supported universal health care.
Sure.
He was a weird guy.
I don't think that was, like, that weird of a
position. It wasn't
for a conservative to take at the time, because that was kind of before the whole...
Oh, yeah, it was. It was before, like, Reagan... hardcore neoliberalism became the default economic position of the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Anyway...
This turned depressing kind of quickly.
Yeah, but at the same time, but I think we both agree that we should both, tag team beat the crap out of Andrew Johnson.
We should beat the shit out of Andrew Johnson.
And then once we've got a good stat buff, eventually we go to final boss Andrew Jackson.
Look. Wasn't there somebody years ago who was working on a U.S. president's fighting game? This was like a Newgrounds project, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know if it ever actually came out.
Andrew Jackson does seem like... He seems like a fucking wrestling heel. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm comfortable saying that. Wrestling heels are like... fun.
Generally decent people
out of the ring, yeah.
Yeah, whereas he was just a heel 24/7. He's a fucking awful man.
Yeah.
Even if you completely don't talk about the, horrifying genocidal racism, he was still a really awful guy.
What is your question, Haruspix?
Okay, next question. Yes.
I mean, yeah, but that's not really... a heel is a broader term than just the WWE.
Yeah, it is a general...
Prime Minister or King of France at shot put. I only have a very vague idea of what shot put even is.
A prime minister, or a particular prime...
Did France even have prime ministers? I thought it was a presidential republic for most of the time. Said it was a republic.
Well, I mean, there were... there was the Secretary of the Republic during the French Revolution.
Is that a prime minister?
Yeah, it's
France is complicated. That much is true.
Oh, yeah, but the president holds certain powers.
Hey,
the Parliament has others.
Guess who forgot to use my Yara rune to double the chests on the chest? This girl right here.
Okay, let's see. Dead ones. Well, I mean, there's Jacques Chirac. Fuck that guy. There's de Gaulle. Fuck that guy.
No.
I love that, like, it's just such a perfect thing as I was killed by this thing in some cold place, and then, like, the drawing, the way that it's drawn, and it says ugly on it, and it just makes me giggle.
I'm gonna.
And you're drawn as a fucking roast chicken with a human head.
I'm gonna fight Edmund McMillan in real life. Alright, I'm gonna be back in a minute. I need to, like, use the restroom and such. I will run ads, and if we get any stupid ads, you guys have to tell me.
Run the ads.
Run the ads is like run the jewels, but it's so loud.
Eat yourself into the restroom. Oh god.
Alright, cool.
Okay, let me see. Ooh. Oh, neat. Sing the funeral party. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da.
If you have ad block, you are privileged to me eating a Pop-Tart on stream. It is an Oreo Pop-Tart.
Okay, yeah.
Or
well,
a subscription.
Okay, nonetheless, I'm just gonna keep saying yeet. Yeet! Okay, maybe I'll stop.
I appreciate you, Fredney.
Okay, it's contagious now, I guess.
Are the ads over? They've been over for 30 seconds. Oh god, oh fuck. Hey, thank you, Janik192, for the subscription.
Hello, Yannick. You are now through the ads on the other side of the veil.
Flames. Did we get
Jane?
What?
Jane?
What? Oh, good, it's doing this again. Ah. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
I couldn't hear you there.
Yeah, sometimes Discord just decides, no, you will not talk to your co-host today. That was weird. Anyway, I'm gonna try one more time to get a successful win as Adam in the Binding of Isaac mod pack I downloaded. That is
Okay.
not a good item, and consequently, not a very good start to this run. I'm back in the saddle. I feel lucid. I feel,
Powerful.
yeah. Powerful, innovative, amazing, astounding, astonishing. The impact that this has, the style that this has.
So basically you're saying that you are the ultimate warrior.
No. No, I am not saying that.
Okay,
Fuck that
that's
guy.
that's probably a good idea.
More like the ultimate
Warrior?
warrior. We went slightly different directions, but we got the same destination eventually.
I mean, more
More-
like Snowflame in real life.
Snowflame is stealing your shoes. Do people remember that comic? Can we reference that and have anybody know what we're talking about? Cocaine is my god.
Yes.
Snowflame is stealing your shoes. What a champion.
What a fucking champ.
Now that's what real men look like.
God.
Ladies,
Oh my
boys, ladies don't want Superman. They want Snowflame. They want effects.
They want the pleasure of a man whose god is cocaine.
I feel like this has turned into a very strange, like Viagra adjacent product ad.
I mean, I guess
It's
cocaine
like
can.
something you'd see in fucking BioShock. Like it's an ad for Viagra, but because it's in, fucked up Ayn Rand world, it's instead just like cocaine in a box. It's marketed as an erectile dysfunction supplement.
Or it literally is just a cocktail of Viagra, cocaine, and Spanish fly.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Just like,
and
holy
you
shit.
find like a fucking tinny recording talking about it, and
Oh, man.
God, you ever played or watch anybody else play any of the BioShock games?
Yes.
That shit is weird.
Yes.
I actually like the blanket. You feel safe.
I feel safe already.
Like, I don't think that they're terrible or anything, but they got some weird tone things going on.
Yes. Yeah, that's generally the vibe I'm getting. And also, Infinite has a lot of problems.
It is a video game. I remember, I was watching Rockley Smile play the first bit of that, and because he is how he is, he was, looking around at, all the scenery and stuff for a good, hour or two, before he got to the part of the game where it's supposed to be, the introductory sequence, basically, where, the guy is like getting executed for being, or I think both of them are actually like an interracial couple is being executed. Like the tonal whiplash gave me like
Yeah.
actual whiplash. Is there's
Oof.
some things going on in those games. I still hate this room, by the way, if you were here an hour and a half ago and were curious as to an update as to my thoughts on that room. I do not care for it, Sam I am. Could have tried to kick the live bomb up here, but like, why play with fire? Each one fucks up in different ways. I have heard that from people who have more of a history with the series than I do as well. I only really played the first one, so like I don't know very much about where it went after that. I thought the first one was like pretty good, but it didn't seem. It's like one of those series where like I feel like the quality of the storytelling was vastly overstated just kind of because it had a story that was like reasonably like it had themes. Like I don't know. It's one of those things.
In the complete opposite direction, I recently watched somebody start playing Disco Elysium, and that looks really good.
I like
really fucking good.
I hate to be this person, but like I thought Disco Elysium looked interesting, and then I found out that the Red Scare guys and the Chapo guys are in it, and I was like, actually...
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, actually, I'm good.
That's disappointing.
Like, sucky, but...
Like, I mean, are they, like, in what capacity?
I don't entirely know, but, like... It's one of those things that'll matter more for some people than it will for others, but them being involved, I was just like,
I mean, I don't know in what capacity they're involved, is the thing.
Hey.
And I'm only hearing about that now.
Yeah, I was told about it, and I do not remember... in like I don't think they play major characters, but still, I don't know. It's one of those things that bothers me personally. If you're gonna get a game this year, there are certainly worse games for you to get from like an ethics perspective, I feel like.
Oh yeah,
but it's still not great.
Yeah, that's not great. But at the same time, it's like what I saw of the story and what it's going for. And the mechanics is really interesting.
I mean, that's also true, Go-Go.
Like,
it depends on how much that kind of thing bothers you, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know for a fact that I have very strong feelings about Chapo Trap House.
I think all of my commentators who know who they are do.
Yeah, I mean, and like... But at the same time, like, having, like, it is a game where there is a stat which is a direct reference to my favorite David Lynch film, and it literally just makes you come up with weird bullshit.
That's a stat that I have in real life. What is my number of it? I'll never tell.
Fair.
Mostly because I don't know what numerical scale the game is operating
on. Yeah, that's true. Like,
do I ever think about the existence of legless lizards? Yes, I do.
Glass lizards, they're good boys.
Look, all I'm saying is that it's weird that nature decided to do snakes. Twice.
Yeah, they are different, though.
They are, but, like, the concept is the same.
Yeah, I mean, it is, like, but then like they're so nice, you had to do it twice.
I guess. There's also there's snakes that have like vestigial legs, I think.
Oh yeah, anacondas have like little nubbins on their stomachs.
Huh. No,
And
that's not what I
pythons.
was thinking of. Independently evolved many times? Alright, well, this is yet another reason that I must fight nature. That's fine. One day, me and... Gosh. I suppose Heimdallr are going to have an argument about this.
Oh dear. But yeah, I did want to say was like that the other thing that I did like about what I was seeing with the game was that your stats argue with you. Because it's entirely dialogue driven. Like you do walk around and do things obviously, but like stuff
Yeah.
happens through dialogue. So
Yeah,
literally sometimes certain stats, which is certain inclinations in your personality, will literally try to get you to do things. And like be like,
it seems like an interesting game,
yeah.
but for assorted reasons, probably not one I would be interested in.
Fair enough. It also does seem like a very strongly acquired taste because of even just totally setting aside
that was
any-
that was the loading screen that they added in a recent patch that like had all the lore people in it.
Huh.
Busy.
But just setting aside, you know, like any involvement of people who might be kind of unsavory, like that it is like, it definitely is like, it's really fucking weird. And I get it not being to everyone's taste.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know. It's like,
Oh,
it's
it's the big toe.
ooh, it's a lucky toe.
Luck up. Which I kind of
Um,
desperately need.
but yeah,
because
I don't
I've
know.
got a very low
But
luck
but
stat right now.
I guess it's just like this feels like a game that was made for people like me.
That's how I feel about Anodyne, and I wish I could get more people to play those games.
Oh, I'm very interested in Anodyne as well.
There was, and I'm mad that I didn't know about it. They had Anodyne on sale on the Switch for like I think literally $1 a month or two ago, and I didn't. Know
I don't have a
about it.
Switch though. So.
I know, but just like it would have been a nice thing to just like tell people in general. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because you can get people, you can convince people to do many things if it only costs
If it is
$1.
left free.
Yeah. And the second game is better in my humble indie bundle, but the first one is also very good.
Yeah, the second one is where it gets real weird and meta.
Yes. The first one is also rather meta, but it is not as much of a focus.
But it isn't like full-on Hatoful Boyfriend, but more so.
Never played Hatoful Boyfriend, but sure.
What I know about Hatoful Boyfriend suggests it has a similar whole thing of
Gonna
changing
fuck
the style
some
of
birds.
gameplay and even whole genre in terms of literary genre, as it were, very radically over the course of the game.
No, Anodyne 2, without spoiling anything explicitly, it does not really do that. What it does is it changes and then goes back to how it was at first, but in a slightly different configuration.
Oh,
And
that's interesting.
The iterative changing is a method through which the stuff is accomplished. Hey, thank you,
yeah.
Signac, for sending
That seems more in line
two,
with like
two people our way.
I was gonna say that seems more in line with what Nier Automata does.
I don't actually know very much about the story of Nier Automata, but maybe.
Like Nier Automata, I mean, other than like it plays with different styles of gameplay in order to convey different things, and then also once you complete certain routes, you return to the same route from a different perspective, and it often has radically different implications. And then you just kind of keep going.
See, Shredney, I'm gonna tell you a fun fact about myself.
Uh-huh.
I want to contribute to this discussion, but my brain has just been invaded by near a tomato, far a tomato, wherever you are a tomato.
My tomato will go on. Is this like a big O version of Titanic?
And on. I'd watch that.
I mean,
I'd watch the fuck out of that.
Yeah, because it would suck a lot less than the actual Titanic film.
I don't think I've ever seen Titanic, actually.
I have seen enough of it to be like, eh.
I own Nier Automata, but I have yet to play it. But it is, like, on the list.
It seems like...
It ain't going nowhere, and we have it, like, here. So I can just play it whenever I decide to.
It's a thing where the mechanics are too hard for me, but at the same time, it's like, this is very much something that story-wise is my aesthetic.
I think that you should become an elite gamer. Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to do that, Shredney?
No. Are you gonna say get good?
I wasn't, but that's probably a better joke than the one I was gonna make, so you know
what was the joke you were gonna make?
Yeah.
What joke were you gonna make, Jane?
I forgot.
You're bad at this, objectively. You are objectively bad at this.
Woohoo, 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 woohoo.
Just entire digestive systems rolling around, saying hello.
I forget what these things are called. All the enemies in the game have, like, cutesy nicknames, and I don't remember any of them ever.
Great.
They're in the credits when you beat the game, but I never watch the credits. So...
You should. I think it would be funny.
Nah. Hey, Bumbo. Bumbo. Walk down street, rock this Bumbo. Bumbo.
Rock me Bumbo Deus?
Yeah. Hey, we need to talk about our other favorite recurring topic on live streams, anime. Because I
was gonna say Logic.
No, not
no.
today.
Not today, Satan!
Because I watched one the other day, and I really liked it, and it's a new anime, and you will not guess what it is, unless you've been reading the Anime Seasonals channel in my server.
I mean, I do on and off, but I can't remember.
It was fucking the new Pokemon series.
Oh, yeah!
They're doing, like, a soft reboot. And I watched the first 2 episodes, and it was, like, actually great.
Neat.
Like, some of the best television I've seen this year.
Neat.
Logic Comics has been adapted into a Lodge anime. What does this mean?
So I am personally excited for the fact that not only is there going to be another Masaki Yuasa show, but there are, like, a bunch of interesting shows coming out this winter.
Yeah, so, like, I get that this isn't how the industry works, but I wish more interesting things could have come out this season instead of all of them saving for next season. Because there's, like, 8 things I want to watch next season, and I'm not going to be able to keep up with that.
There's the one about the woman reconnecting with her friend after an earthquake. which I'm looking forward to.
Well,
There is
there's that. There's Brand New Animal. There's Decadence. There's the second season of Zombieland Saga, and those are just off the top of my head. And there's like a bunch more I know I'm forgetting.
I didn't even know about the new Zombieland Saga.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued.
I think
And I
that's-
can't remember what Decadence is.
That's the one from the new studio, Revo.Root.
Okay.
They were one of the groups that got founded to help work on the Fooly Cooly sequels, and now they're doing their own
Huh.
thing.
I do know that the weird Madoka Magica side thing that's being helmed by
Magia
Gekidon
Record,
Inukuri is happening.
Yes.
And I am gonna watch that just because.
I've actually played a little bit of the game that that's based on, and that is weird.
I mean, again,
like
you do
you
know who Gekidon Inukuri are, right?
Tell me something they've done. I'm bad with names. You know
The
this.
Witch Labyrinths in Madoka.
Oh yeah.
They're
Yeah.
the ones who did the direction
Okay. Yeah.
for the Witch Labyrinths in Madoka and all that weird shit that happens in the first arc of Bakemonogatari.
Okay. Yeah.
Their visual style
they-
is very distinctive.
They I assume at least it was either them or somebody doing a very spot on impression of their style. They did the enemy designs in the game too. So like,
Oh yeah, they did all the lore for Magia.
Magia
They're
Record
literally writing
is
the series.
Magia Record is extremely strange. And
I'm not surprised.
because like I didn't even really know what to make of it. What little of it I played, I don't know if I'd call it good or bad, but it's weird.
I am looking forward to it because just like
Also, I want to see the internet's reaction to Baby QB,
oh no.
which is a plot element.
Fun.
Baby QB do 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 do. Baby QB do. Also, there's like fucking 50 characters in Majoreko, so I don't know what they're gonna do there.
Yeah, I mean, again, they're like not just like helming the project, but like they're literally writing the thing.
You know what I'm literally writing?
Anime reviews?
Well, no. I'm taking a break from that, and honestly, like most streaming for a while because of this whole thing with our apartment. But
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
fucking my Twine thing that I hopefully will have the demo ready by the end of the month, but I don't know.
Neat.
If not by then, at some point next year.
I am pleased with this, and I love when those little stone turret boys are like they're asleep, and they have little like eyes.
These things?
Makes me happy.
Or do you mean the other ones in the
The little round stone ones,
those
like
things?
that guy.
Okay. They're sleepy. These
Little sleepy
nuts.
boys.
No, I'm not writing these nuts. At least not this time. Now, why did I bomb that, knowing full well there was nothing there?
Because
I might be a fool, Shredney.
Because hurting yourself is the only way that you're able to feel.
Okay, Trent Reznor.
That is the best form of okay boomer.
Okay,
Just okay Trent Reznor.
Do you think that Trent Reznor's friends call him Trent or Mr. Reznor?
Trent.
Is Trent... Okay, bear with me here.
Yes.
Trent sounds like a fake name.
Kinda does. Fair
Like-
enough.
Like, it just doesn't sound...
Real.
Yeah.
It does sound like a parody of those sort of names, doesn't it? But it is actually his name.
It's like... Yeah, this is my kid's Bradwell, Trent, and Alex Phillison.
and also Chasley.
Chasley is a real name.
Yeah, but that's my point. Is like,
Yeah.
I've heard the name Bradwell as a last name, and like Trent, Bradwell, and Chasley.
Maybe
It's-
there's one of those last names that gets used as a first name sometimes.
Exactly.
Yo. Yo.
Like, I was just trying to think.
Yo. Do you see it?
The little blue ghost.
It's a Pac-Man ghost.
It is. I used to play Pac-Man on little, goofy arcade machine things a lot. In what context, I can't remember.
The Chaos card. Probably a laundromat. And I say that because,
It wasn't a laundromat. It was like...
Okay.
I think it was something weird, like, when I was a kid, my dentist essentially had a free arcade machine to occupy people or something like that.
Hey, Bird, the fake is always more real than the real is the best thing anyone has said in my chat in some time.
It's a very postmodern statement.
Really makes me think.
Makes you do a rumination.
Causes you to ruminate. It's like you haven't even read Baudrillard?
Don't. That makes me hurt.
I don't know who that is, and I'm not gonna ask. But, okay.
It's pronounced Baudrillard.
So, like...
Baudrillard was the guy who,
Trebney?
Yeah.
I love you, but I want to talk about the Pac-Man ghost.
Okay.
Look at him. He's such a boy.
He's good.
I'm
He's
sad because
good
of
little
how
fella.
Buddy in a Box works, we're gonna lose him next floor, and I'm sad about
Aww.
it. I think that's how Buddy in a Box
But
works.
I was gonna say that Baudrillard is the guy that the Matrix quoted to seem smarter than it was. You know, the desert of the real thing.
I've never seen The Matrix.
Okay, sorry.
No.
Baudrillard, he was the guy who came up with the concept of it. I don't know if he came up with the concept of it, but he developed sort of the idea of the simulacrum. This whole thing.
Hard respects. The difference is that you didn't make several $1 billion at the box office. Even if that were true. Ouch. Not yet. Good point. Anyway,
You have a weird little friendo there,
Yeah,
and I don't
it's,
know what they are.
it's like a pig, or like a
Pig dog thing
big
with
horn demon. I don't know what that is.
uh.
Buddy in a Box
you
is
check?
no. It's all the same item.
I mean, I know that.
Buddy in a Box is just the like it gives you one of these random familiars every floor. And
It's this one's a good random familiar, even if it isn't Pac-Man Ghost.
yeah, there's many different sprites, and their tiers have many different effects. It's kind of not a very useful item, but it is neat. God, I feel myself falling asleep at the wheel over here. Oh,
That
God.
is relatable.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally me just all the time. Okay, so what music have you been listening to lately?
Basically, like, not very much.
Okay, fair enough.
There is no new musical news on my front. Other than, like, I think I've mentioned this on the show before, but I own a Synthesizer V, which is a Vocaloid competitor now. And getting that thing to do anything is a fucking nightmare.
Oof.
BRB getting pizza. You can't get pizza on my stream. You have to share some with me.
But anyway. Okay, in terms of things I've listened to recently, There was an album called T for T by Claire Rousset, who it's like
Yeah, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
no,
Yeah.
no. It's a I have described it as, my rating for it was most awkward ASMR out of 10.
Is that good?
Yeah, I actually dug it. It's just super weird and like uncomfortably intimate. Because it is literally mostly just like, it's like kind of a sound collage that, like, the first half of it is like layers upon layers of whispering.
Am I
and
losing
talking.
my mind, or is this the third time we've gotten this room on this floor? I want to know what the
I
fucking
mean, I don't
chances
think
of
it's
that
exactly
are.
the same room, but it is a
It's one with,
similar
like,
room.
the pink rolling things. Anyway,
But,
like, I kind of want to complain for a second about how
Okay.
hard it is to make a Vocaloid do anything.
Oh, totally valid. Yeah,
If-
go for it.
Because, like, you can't really put full words into it.
Okay.
Like much less full lines or anything like that. Because that's just not how they work, and that's true regardless of what language you're writing. As I see people sometimes say, like, "Oh, that's a Japanese Vocaloid thing." It's not. It's just like an inherent limitation of that kind of software. But like you need to put your lyrics in syllable by syllable.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to be really precise, you need to use IPA, which is a pain in the ass.
Oh, I mean, I totally I wouldn't
okay?
be that bothered by that myself, but I can understand why that would be total bullshit to most people, because
I mean,
knowing
is
IPA is a pain
like,
in
for
the
one
ass.
thing, I don't know it. For another thing, it uses symbols I don't have on my keyboard. But
Fair. You'd have to, like, copy paste.
but like, you have to put everything in syllable by syllable,
Mm-hmm.
and then like there's a bunch of parameters. What the hell are they? It's tension, breathiness, gender, and there's a fourth one, and I forget what it is. But there's those 4 parameters, which go from negative to positive 100, which all affect, like, the timbre of the voice sample. You don't need to put LPA into everything? Or IPA? I mean, yeah, but, like,
It helps.
it's what it, like, you don't need to do it most of the time, but there are some things that just will not pronounce correctly unless you,
Yeah, because
like, it can't figure it out
because
various reasons.
Vocaloid, the whole syllabic thing makes more sense in Japanese because it is such a it's a Mora-timed language, which means there are only so many sounds.
Synthesizer V is developed for use with English. Like,
yeah, but I'm
is,
saying that the
like,
principle of a Vocaloid just works better in Japanese.
maybe
Is kind of,
I don't know.
think.
Like, it's more just the tedium, because you have to really like fine tune it, or else it sounds like you've got Microsoft Sam on the track every time.
Think about, though, like, what it must have been like for the earliest people working with computer voice synthesis, where you literally have to construct the formants of every vowel and consonant to create a voice correctly.
Yeah. And, like, even if you're not going back even if you're only going back, like, 10 years, like, somebody like Wawaka P, you know, rest in peace. I have no idea how the fuck, like, it's this whole own thing. Yeah, no, I'm aware that it is an art in of itself.
We agree. It is hard.
What I'm getting at is that it is difficult.
Yeah, basically that it is.
And I knew it would be difficult. Like, I didn't go in thinking, "Oh, this will be easy." I think what
There's
I think what I didn't understand was the specific kind of difficult it was going
Oh
to be.
yeah, like I
It's a
mean,
lot of fine tuning knobs and like.
oh yeah,
And because
absolutely.
SynthV runs in its own executable, like bouncing the instrumental back to SynthV and the vocals back to FL Studio like 50 fucking times.
Jesus. You know that actually, here's something really interesting is, you know the first closing theme in the Monogatari series from Bake? You know, yeah, you know that
Sure.
one? The one that the original closing theme.
What about it though?
That the musician who did the music to that actually used to be a Vocaloid artist because most of the vocal lines he wrote were too difficult for human singers to perform, and he thought, and the thing was that that it's actually a real person on that one because he finally found this woman who he collaborated with for a while, who actually was able to sing his vocal lines,
Have I
and was
tried
actually
Rewire? No, I have not. At least I don't think so.
and
Like, of the sorry I'm interrupting you, but just to answer the question in chat, like of the couple products I've tried, SynthV is by far the most intuitive, and it's still really hard. I think
oh
it's
look,
just
it's the I'm firing my laser
yes,
face.
it is.
Wow, that's an old meme.
Yes, that is an original Isaac item that was in the very first version of the original game.
That's pretty, in a weird way, great.
It's
Like,
it's like an okay spacebar item too, but we have a much better one. And also we have the brimstone laser, which what it does is basically the same as that. So like,
it's that. Yeah,
yeah,
I love that.
it's just the same thing.
It's just hellish incineration,
Yeah.
and also going. Although at the same time, there is something kind of satisfying about going. Bwah.
What?
But then again, you're still doing that. That's what you're doing. Is you're going blah and
Yeah,
making people
I mean
explode.
it plays like a blah sound effect when you release the
I'm a firing my laser.
when you fire some. I mean, yeah, it was already like pretty old when the original game came out. I think the fact that it's still in the game has made it loop back around to funny.
Yeah, exactly. It's
the
like,
same with
it
like
is
the
so-
fucking troll face on the bombs.
Yeah, it's like it's gone from
See
being
that
like a
meme
dead
on
meme to a vintage.
Mesopotamian clay tablet.
It's gone from being a dead meme to a vintage meme. You know what I mean?
I suppose so.
Like, I think there's a point where like a meme gets so old and it has gone past being overused, and you just kind of stop using it, that it like it loops back to being almost nostalgic. Oh,
I
who
was
died?
trying to kill it with my fly orbitals, which don't do any fucking damage. What is wrong with my brain today?
Oh no. I leave all that I own to my cat Guppy.
We will try to do more.
The Epic of
Regular.
Gilgamesh is a vintage meme. Oh no.
It's a vintage story. Is what
Well, vintage story, yes, but
our good.
oh
friend
no, but now I'm
Alex
thinking
said.
like, do you think there were some some ancient proto version of image macros of Enkidu?
Shredney. Shredney.
Yes.
Return to the ocean.
I didn't come from the ocean.
All life comes from the sea.
I can swim, so I won't die.
It's not a matter of death. It's a matter of being out of my hair.
Okay, fair. I'll go back to Iha Nithle and commune with Father Dagon and Mother Hydra.
Yes. So, folks, I'm going to give you the real, unvarnished truth, which is that I would love to continue the stream, but I am, like, struggling to keep my eyes open.
Oh, okay. That's just, you take care of yourself, seriously.
Yeah, I was hoping I would be able to stay awake a bit longer, but it's what it is.
Well, it's 5:30 at where you are,
Yeah.
so there are worse times to fall asleep.
Yeah. Pardon me. Ah. God, what the fuck am I even trying to say? Donation links and Discord server and all that good stuff are in the description. Stream stuff for the near future, both with Shapes and Forms specifically and in general, is up in the air until like the middle of this month or so, because we've got stuff going on at the apartment. Sometime around Christmas, I have not done the work I need to do for this yet, but I'm gonna try to make it happen. I want to do I want to bring back our retro game roulette segment from the ashes, and we can do a stream that is Super Nintendo games, or some other consoles of that vintage, like the Genesis and the TurboGrafx and the Atari Lynx. Retro game roulette segment. Bird.
Bird. Yes, I'm very excited for this whenever we do it, because it was delightful. And, I remember when we played Duck Jam, which was a separate thing, but still the same sort of principle, and that made me very happy. Just,
Duck
them
Jam was
old
fun.
memories.
We should also revisit Notori Incorporated at some point, because that's been updated a couple times since we last played it. But that's a discussion for
another time
and place beyond the space. So I bid you good night.
Gute Nacht.
Farewell.